On this episode of the Breaks Music Show, The Singles, we have an interview with Calandra Gantt, a gospel artist, author, and much more from Atlanta, Georgia. Her interview with Ed Steele is coming up right after this.
Hi there, I want to let you know about an exciting podcast called The Breaks Music Show. So what is The Breaks Music Show? The Breaks Music Show is America's most informative new radio show highlighting the world's best unsigned artists. Be sure to find us on your favorite podcast platform as well as YouTube, Rumble, Twitter and more. Remember, every Friday is when you can hear interviews and music from three of the best unsigned artists in the world. The Breaks Music Show is a Grebo Inc. production.
It's the Breaks Music Show. I'm your host, Ed Steele, and tonight we're joined in studio by Calandra Gantt. She's all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here today, the Breaks Music Show. I'm excited for this great interview, and thank you guys for having me today.
Well, we're looking forward to this. We talked to you a couple of weeks ago, trying to get you on the show and all that, and you're finally here. All right, my first question for you, Calandra. When did you know you wanted to do a music career?
Wow. I guess it was about 20 years ago. Actually, it was the year of 1996. I was in college. And that's when I really started kicking off my professional career. Of course, I was singing before then, going to music schools and singing since I was 3 years old on top of a table with a hat on and a microphone. And but I knew that I wanted it as a career probably my first year in college back in 96. So ever since then, I've just been going.
So you said you got started back in college. I mean, how did you get started? Were you in a choral group or are you doing karaoke on campus or what?
Well, I went to a performing arts school here in Atlanta, North Atlanta School of Performing Arts, would sing in the choir and travel. I've always sung in church. I've always directed the choir for years, praise and worship teams, and my grandfather played the piano, so it ran in my family, music, and we just continued to move forward. And so I've always been singing. I've always had a microphone in my hand, as long as I can remember. And then we just professionally, I did my first CD. And then from there, I think I got the bug. I just wanted to continue to do it. I love what I do. I love being, independent and really getting the music out there and just sharing the message, the gospel, just sharing it to everyone, everywhere, and inspiring people. I love to inspire people.
It's Calandra Gantt on the Breaks Music Show. All right, now who are some of your biggest influences in the music business?
Oh wow, I've studied all. I love Mahalia Jackson. I loved her music coming up. People were surprised. I was in elementary school and I loved Mahalia Jackson music. I love some good John Coltrane. I love all styles of music because I'm an instrumentalist as well. So anything instrumental, I love it. Saxophone, keyboards. But those are some of my influences. And my grandfather, he's 89 years old and he still plays the piano. So, he inspires me. He sings and he plays. So those are some of my industry influencers, just the old school music and infused with the new school music.
It's the Breaks Music Show, Calandra Gantt, and here's her song, Bless His Name, on the Breaks Music Show.
Yeah!
It's the Breaks Music Show. We're speaking with Calandra Gantt. She is all the way in Atlanta, Georgia tonight. All right, Calandra, we understand you do quite a bit of community work. What is this all about? What do you do? How do you helping people?
Well, I do a lot of work. I partner with Mind Builders Academy in Decatur, Georgia, and they give scholarships to kids to go to college. And every year we would do a benefit concert, and I would be the featured artist on that concert. So in partnering with them, and then I go into the schools before, of course, the pandemic came, and would teach music to the kids because they've taken music out of the school. So I would just go in and teach piano and teach voice. I did a little bit of violin. I'm not a master at it, but I had to learn enough to go into schools and teach it because music helps discipline the kids and get them, focused, help with their school. So I'm a big community driven person, especially working with kids. So I try to partner and do benefit concerts where kids are going to be beneficial, whether it's a back to school bash or raising money for scholarships, just to get them education.
All right. Now, you also own a music company. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, it is entitled Blue Mile Music Consultants LLC. I am one of the co-owners along with Miss Daphne Hilton. We are business partners, and the purpose of Blue Mile Music is to help upcoming artists or artists in the industry and our peers, and we go in and we will guide them through the business. A lot of them don't know the business in order having their paperwork in order. We will help them if they want to get a single out, get their music out. We go into the studios. We help with award shows. We write for films. We're singer-songwriters, so we compose music. But we've been blessed to, this will be coming up on our probably second year in business, and we have just had great opportunities to come forth, and we have a lot of things coming to play. But Blue Mile Music Consultants, we are out there, and we are just trying to make an impact. Our motto is changing the game for the kingdom. So we're trying to operate in integrity and help other artists, anybody in the industry, filmmakers, whoever you may be, just really have an experience in the industry.
You definitely do not lead a dull life. All right, Calandra, you have a song out, Sweeter. Can you tell us more about that song?
Wow, yes. This song, as you said, entitled Sweeter, was written and produced by myself and Daphne Hilton. She is a producer on this project. But Sweeter basically is a jazz slash inspirational contemporary song, and we were able to do a little bit of instrumentalization on it, and it is a great song in the pocket, and it's just gonna have you bobbing your head. Entitled Sweeter. He's sweeter than the honeycomb. So this is a great song that's coming out off of our live project.
It's Calandra Gantt, Sweeter, on the Breaks Music Show.
Every day with you is sweeter, sweeter than the day before. Every day with you is sweeter than the day before. Every day with you is sweeter, sweeter than the day before. Every day with you is sweeter than the day before. Let me just tell you something. Listen, I was sitting here thinking about how you made my life complete.
It's the Breaks Music Show. Calandra Gantt joining us in studio tonight. We just heard her song Sweeter, and you know it. We're going to have another song from her and more coming up in mere moments.
Hey everyone, Nikki Young here, host of the international true crime podcast, Serial Napper. Let me guide you through some of the craziest true crime stories you've never heard of. Add in a dash of creepy, spooky, and weird, and you've got Serial Napper. I cover a new case each week, some of them unsolved, so I also host a monthly chat where we go through the evidence, the suspects, and theories. You don't want to miss this. Serial Napper is available on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
It's the Breaks Music Show. I'm your host, Ed Steele. Calandra Gantt joining us in studio tonight. We've heard from her. We've got another song we're going to get to here in a couple of minutes. But before we do that, this is a very busy woman. She also has a book that's being published, or is it out now? We're not sure. Can you tell us more about that book?
Yes, it is entitled A 30-Day Motivational Book. And it basically is giving you an inspirational nugget each day. And this book came about during the pandemic. And it was published through Living with More Publications, and it's available on Amazon. We've been doing great with the sales of the book, and we just continue to go higher. But it is a 30-day motivational book. And we're just excited about it. It doesn't matter what your faith is, what you believe in. This will inspire you, and it has a vitamin and a nugget every day that I've written. And this comes from my thought out of meditation, and I wrote it in my journal, and the journal turned into a book. So we're excited. We had a great first book signing, even, about a year ago. And so it's been out since the pandemic started, and it's been doing great, and we're excited about it.
It's Calandra Gantt from Atlanta, Georgia. We're talking with her tonight. All right. You also have an upcoming tour. And what else do you have planned besides the tour this year?
I know. We have an upcoming tour entitled the KS Grace Tour. It features myself, Daphne Hilton, and one other featured artist in every city that will go in. But because of the pandemic, we've had to kind of do it virtually. So we actually have a virtual concert that'll be coming up in July to kick off for this year. We did it last year in August. So until we can physically get back into the buildings, we've been doing it virtual. So we have the KS Grace Tour coming up, and it is going to be great, featuring some new music from myself and the other artists on the tour.
All right. Calandra Gantt in studio tonight. Another song of hers, He's Good, on the Breaks Music Show.
Come
It's the Breaks Music Show. Calandra Gantt joining us tonight. And Calandra, first of all, thank you for stopping by. And before you get out of here, where can we find you? How can we get a hold of you on your social media? How can we find your music, watch your videos, download your music, listen to it, and all that good stuff?
Thank you so much for having me. You can go to my website is Calandra Gantt, CalandraGantt.com. I am on Facebook. If you just look up Calandra, Princess of Praise. That is my stage name. If you look that up, I'm on Instagram, Calandra Gantt. I am on Twitter. It is under Calandra Gantt. Everything is under Calandra Gantt. So if you Google Calandra Gantt, you will get every page that I'm on. But go through my website, subscribe, you'll get my calendar, and that is where you can find all of my social media contacts.
That is awesome. Calandra, thank you very much. And we have more coming up for you right here on the Breaks Music Show. Calling all unsigned independent bands and musicians. The Breaks Music Show is looking for you to be on our show. The Breaks Music Show is a new podcast that features one artist each week in their own 20-minute interview segment with 3 of their songs played on air. Hosted by yours truly, Ed Steele. The Breaks Music Show is positioned to be the best podcast for unsigned artists worldwide. To be considered for the Breaks Music Show, go to breaksmusicshow.com. Click on the Give Me a Break tab and complete the application. Also, be sure to subscribe to the podcast on your favorite platform and subscribe to our social media channels and mailing list. The Breaks Music Show is a Grebo Inc. production.